For step 66. The main change I'm going to be adding in this video is collect quantity. Right now, if you try to go into prod and you want to buy a token, and I say I want to do 55 editions, and so I try to hit backspace on the 1, I can't. And so if I want to do 55, I have to type like 55, and then I can delete the 1, but I then can't delete the 5. It automatically shows 1 there. I want to be able to delete that 1 so that it's an empty text field so that I can type 55 or whatever the number is that I want to type. Identify. Currently there are 2 issues. User cannot delete the first issue, the first character. Yada yada. Analyze, fix, handle. Yep. Proceed. Yeah, I don't know that we need these min and max enforcements. Maybe a minimum of negative, but or 0. So now we've got an input which is different from the actual value. We allow people to type whatever they want, and then we set a value behind the scenes. Looks good. Let's ship it. We're not going to test locally, so I'm just going to put an X in here and we're going to ship it and test it in a deployed environment. I got to make sure I check out the right branch. Go over to linear, copy the branch name, check out to branch name, copy the ticket info, add and commit the change, publish the branch, and then I'll pull from main because I haven't done that. Looks like there was a lot I was missing. And I also have an update to cursor, so I think I'll run that right now.
It usually takes 3 or 5 minutes to build. So I think I'll start prepping for my next task while I wait for this to build so that we can keep moving forward. But first, I need some water. I forgot to bring water over. So we've got cursor verifying and we're building. So I'm going to go grab some water.
So it seems like I was able to type 22. Do I actually get the correct value? I see only 84 cents. Oh, no. I see a total value of 0.00888. Transactions likely to fail, mostly because I don't have that much ETH in this wallet. So this one looks good. Let me start to share this. I've already shared it. So over here, we'll say test here. It'll add a preview. I'll delete the preview. Now let's try deleting all the input. Just delete it. If we click away, it fills it back in with 1. If we were at 22 and we click away and then we delete 22 and click away, it goes to 1. And so it's impossible for me to leave it empty. And if I make it 0, can't go down to 0. So let's try deleting it. And then collect will autofill in 1. I'm ready to ship this. I think I've already reviewed the code. Let me do a quick glance. Already done. Shipped the first pull request. Now we're going to go on to cron jobs. Question is, which repo did I throw that info in? I think it's in the collection app. So let's cursor.slash here. I could also see it being an admin for all of the Supabase queries we're making. Okay, it does not look like it was this repo. So let's close this. Yep, this is where it all is. Let's fill in our roadmap with some of the tasks we want to handle during today's session. We're going to start with some distributions. Right now, the distribution is still manual and it's missing one of the core parties we want to be withdrawing for. And so those are the two main things we're going to start off with. First, I'm going to add the record label into the array of people being withdrawn for. And once we do that, I'll add in a cron job so that way it gets auto-triggered and we don't need to do it. Configure cron job to automatically trigger every 5 minutes. I'm going to start with 5 minutes, just cron job daily. The cron job is running every 5 minutes, 9 a.m. Eastern time. That looks great. Okay. What else am I missing? Is there anything else I want to do in this? No. Nope. So I think I'm ready to get started. New chat, always start from scratch. Step 69. I'm also going to tag Scratchpad just to prevent or decrease the likelihood of it not updating that file. First, it's going to get the rules for the Scratchpad. Oh no, it's just directly fetching the Scratchpad. I should get the real address. Makes sense. Excellent.
Oi.
Changes, period. Please keep your changes as minimal as possible. I suggest modifying this file and only append the missing address to the recipient's array before line 21. What do you think? Question mark. Nice. Did I check out the new branch? I need to check out my branch. linear, grab the ticket, check out 2, branch name, new branch. Add the values. Add my comment, commit it, publish the branch. Pull the latest from main because I'm probably missing some changes. This one should be done now. Let's mark it with an X and let's test in a deployed environment if it is going to work as we expect. Swap over the admin app. We should be prompted to open up that pull request I just shipped, or the branch that I just shipped. Open it up into a pull request. We've got one successful deployment, but there's one more. This other one's just adding in the missing changes from main, so it should not impact what we're doing. I'm going to test with API earnings distribute. Let's see if there were any purchases. I have a feeling there weren't any more purchases, and so someone will need to, yeah, there's no purchases, so let me go and make a purchase. Go to Coop Records /33, no. Said's dead, Happy Friday 3 should be a testnet token. When I tried testing this before, it seemed like someone had taken down the ability to purchase testnet tokens in prod. Let me see if I'm still able to. Yeah. Seems like someone has disabled some of the testnet songs. Maybe I just need to create a new one. Do I finish testing this or do I just ship it to prod? I want testnet to be working. How much does this impact the next tasks I'm going to be doing? I don't need to make this a blocker. I could just ship this without testing. I want to test. Current blocker is that I'm unable to purchase on a testnet song. Let me check Supabase. Let's see if the record exists inside of Supabase. And if no, if there's a different testnet token. Let's grab this 13 below, 33 below. We'll try this one. $33 below, 13 de marzo. Is this one any better? Yeah, it seems like someone has broken the collect function in the front end app, or rather than saying it that way, maybe I could say it looks like collecting of testnet tokens has been broken in the front end app, which makes the work of testing it more challenging. So I have a couple options. I can either ship my work to prod and just ignore this bug, or I can put my work on hold, go and fix this bug, and then come back to this task to test once the bug has been fixed. I'm leaning towards moving slower and doing it correctly rather than shipping with the inability to test it on testnet. So let me start to update my backlog, and I'm going to do a pivot. I had my plan. I have encountered work which was not planned for. And so I'm going to do that work first and be a little bit more flexible. And even though I might not get done the full list that I had, I'm going to be improving the testnet experience so that we can continue to test our changes. We can continue to test our changes on testnet. So this is going to be collect app, testnet, song page, stuck loading collection details. I'll just say stuck loading in the title. So let's define this ticket. Earnings and payouts, does it really go there? No, I'll back up 2 levels and I'll put it in collectibles cleanup. Put it in protocol follow-up, move the ticket I just shipped down to the bottom. New ticket called P0. Guess it's not P0 because it really only impacts me critically. P1, collect app, testnet, song page, stuck loading. When I visit a testnet song page and click the collect button, the pop-up opens with a spinner showing loading collection details, and it never resolves to me actually being able to see the final collect button to make my purchase. When I visit a testnet song page and click the collect button, the pop-up opens with a spinner showing loading collection details, and it never resolves to me actually being able to collect. When I visit a testnet song page and click the collect button, comma, the pop-up opens, comma, briefly shows a spinner, comma, and then I see the collect button with the ability to purchase the testnet song. When I visit a testnet song page and click the collect button, the pop-up opens, briefly shows a spinner, and then I see the collect button with the ability to purchase the testnet song. Take the ticket I defined with my voice, put it inside of chat so that the LLM can clean up my raw thoughts into something a little bit more cohesive. I don't think it actually did it, so let's refresh. Or let's just 3503 mini. Tengo hambre. Aún no desayuné. Take our new ticket. I didn't even read what it says. I'm just assuming it's going to be right. Assign myself, create the ticket, move the ticket up top. Let me add 603. And now let's try implementing step 603. Get rid of the admin app, cd dot, cd collection app, cursor dot slash. We've already got our roadmap open. This will be step 67. Typically, we get an indentation. There it is. Well, it did it, and then it took it away. Save. Step 67. Let's focus on debugging to truly understand where the root cause lies and keep our code changes minimal. Let's focus on debugging to truly understand where the root cause lies and keep our code changes minimal. While it's thinking, let me check out the correct branch. not contract. Where's contract coming from? Use contract for contract ID. Use contract is calling a use contracts hook. I don't want strategic logging, but I guess it makes sense. We'll let it add it. I'm going to dive into the use contract hook. Yeah, it's where I want to go. Does it use contract singular? Simple wrapper for the plural use contracts. Supported chain IDs. It seems like we're just not supporting the chain ID 84532 in prod, which I don't know why we wouldn't be. So I'm going to take this and add it. I don't know that where is this being used? Use contracts. Process contracts for mainnet. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, so I'm going to add. Whoa. Let's revert. I think all this is going to be fixed if we just add in for use contracts. Use contracts is probably used all over the place. So this is definitely going to have some impact, but I need to be able to make these purchases. I guess I really just need a testnet environment, so maybe I don't need any changes here. Let me try, before I make any code changes, let's see if we can go over to the collection app and find a preview domain where I can make those purchases. I don't like that I'm going to be restricted to testnet. I think it should be supported such that you can collect on any network on prod, but I really don't want to add drama. So let's see if this works first. Does it still get stuck? Interesting. So it seems to still get stuck even if, what are the reasons it would stay inside of loading? Revert this. If we don't have a contract or is not connected, if not is connected, I don't like that these get grouped together. I really, they should be separate because one of these is for if not is connected and the other one is for if not is contract. So it seems like I am connected, but the contract is still not loaded, even though we're on testnet. So now I'm unsure. I think at this point, I'm going to report the bug inside of the Coop Records Slack channel and see if anybody has any thoughts on what's going on. Because I want to start making changes, but I don't know if someone broke this intentionally. So I'll seek first to understand, then to be understood. Let's send this inside of architecture, bug, actual, unable to purchase testnet tokens on any example token. And I'm just going to make this Cooprex. Let's send the prod domain because I would expect it to work in prod as well. Required devs are able to purchase testnet collectibles in any ENV. Includes local and test and with that, I think we might just need to end. I think I might be blocked. I'm unable to purchase. Again, I don't want to ship to prod without having tested, and I'm still unable to test. How could I overcome this? I could go directly on chain and I could try signing a mint transaction. I'm going to have to encode some minter arguments, so that's going to be a little bit challenging, but I could do it. Alternatively, it seems like I'm going way off course from where I originally thought, and I'm not finding a good place to find roots. So I think I'm just going to end here and rethink what I want to spend my dev time on for the next little bit. So I'll do that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you stuck around this far, make sure you like this post, follow us, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in a couple hours for our daily recoup stream with Sid. Thank you. Have a great day.